I need some more greens. That reminds me, I'm out of my meds. What's up, guys? Room's a mess. Literally just woke up and it's time to eat. Shut up, Matt Porter. So yeah, it's my first bench session since the steamboat trip. So I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. What I can tell you is I'm very, very tired. I took Tuesday and Wednesday off working, and I ended up having a better week than I ever had, which means yesterday and Saturday were unbelievably long. So what we're gonna do is carve up a little bit pre-workout. I've been eating really small meals before the gym, and this one's, I'd say, medium, but it's just something I know that usually fuels me up pretty good. So we've got about 60 carbs from pancakes, 15 carbs from syrup, and 30 grams of protein from eggs, and this is only gonna be 7 or 8, maybe 10 grams of fat. So a perfectly balanced meal for someone my size, 200 pounds, 200 plus. So let's go. Chow Town.
Come to peace with yourself. Just because you forgive somebody, we don't forget. We want to use.
Let's go. Alright guys, what's going on? So this is going to be a completely spur of the moment voiceover. I just edited this after a pretty long day, and I was going to wait to do this voiceover another time, but I think I had a good idea here, just explaining my entire workout on a workout where I will actually accomplish doing 10 sets of a working weight that I'm working with now. So if you guys remember, or if any one of you remember, shout out to Scott, my boy in the background there. He was there training that day too, since it was the weekend. So very excited to just have someone that I know who trains hard in the gym with me. So maybe that was some good motivation, but honestly the weight just felt extremely light after that kind of overreaching period I had before my little vacation trip. Before I went to Steamboat Springs, I've already said this, I benched 3 times within less than a week, and when 250 started to feel heavy but I could still get all the sets in, I knew that if I backed off and came back I'd be stronger, or I hoped that I would, and I was. So 10 sets of bench, and I'll let you guys watch some of that. I'll pop in and out, but the voiceover will continue, and I'll try to inform you guys on exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, I felt really good midway through the bench session, and there was still a lot more to go before we got to the rest of the workout.
Yes, what size is that? Well, you're 8?
4 or 5. That's how you do it, boys. Shit's flying, feels good. Just staying mentally tough. After I finish bench, there's probably nothing in the tank. Luckily, I'm strong at pull-ups now. But it's all good. It's all good. You gotta stick to what you're doing and ignore whatever the fuck is going on around you, because you're gonna see some stupid shit, but. Alright guys, and I just want you to pay attention to my elbows here. I rotate them in and then pretty much keep them exactly there, except on the beginning of the concentric. I don't think it's too much flaring, but definitely keep my eye on that as I continue to be strong. Let's see. Form King, Beanie Crew, Black Pants Group. So yeah, this is Scott. He was front squatting. I didn't film him. He was doing front squats while I was benching, which was pretty dope. He was doing them with a barbell with an elevated heel, so he's definitely taking some tips from me, and they're working for him. And this is all stuff I got from other lifters and other people that are way more advanced than me. I just watched them do pause high bar squats, and I recommended to all my friends with an elevated heel, and he's basically doing a front squat variation. So he's finally also seen that there might be some benefits since I'm not getting hurt, and I seem to be consistently able to monitor or at least add weight, and it really keeps you getting stronger without doing too much fluff and pump. But he hit more quads after, so I just filmed him really quick. You guys have seen us train, and this was a long session, 10 sets of bench. It's not for everyone unless strength is your number one priority, and I guess hypertrophy as well, but strength more importantly. It's going to take tons of time in the gym for you to maximize your strength, and that's basically how it goes. I've been working on pull-ups and bench and squats all year, and I really haven't changed anything, just continuing to increase volume and doing that by adding weight and then going up in reps. So there's only so much I could talk about the bench, but I really just recommend that you guys watch my form and see how I do things, because it's really been working for me, and I want you guys to give it a shot.
Good shit.
My fucking wrists and forearms are like feeling.
You know what I noticed you do? After you complete your set, you hold it there.
And so the lighting sucks coming in from the outside. If you guys know anything about cameras, filming, or pictures, which I'm sure you do if you all have smartphones, when the lighting is behind the subject, you can't really see the subject, but I felt this was a good angle of me doing pull-ups. And what I noticed in this workout is I've never done a pull-up this fast, and I'm hanging off the ground every time, and I swear it just looks like I'm doing CrossFit. It is so bizarre how strong I've gotten on these since my bench went up. This like directly correlated with when I got stronger on bench. All of a sudden, my bicep tendonitis is gone, and that went away because of my form. And it took me a while to figure out to keep my legs straight. So for all you tall guys, it sucks, but I don't know what to tell you. If you curl your legs and your heels behind you, you change the way the weight is distributed, and you will put different tension on your shoulder. And I swear that it's made a big difference to just dead hang. And that's why I take my shoes off, so that I'm not any closer to the ground, because that inch makes a difference. And I don't know how I'm going to add weight. I might need a weighted vest or wrap weights around my legs if that won't really affect that form that I'm using. But yeah, guys, did bench, and on a day where I do 10 sets of bench pull-ups, they're just not going to be, I'm not going to do more than 4 or 5 sets. So shoulder press was after. I just did 2 sets to about failure, rested with a lighter weight, and then went up to a heavier weight. The first one wasn't to failure, but the second one was. So bench, pull-ups, and pull-ups and shoulder press, like I said, just a few sets each. And then I went on to a little bit of isolation work. After I hit my couple compounds for the day, I hit my weak points, my triceps, which I do 1 arm overhead extensions to show the long head some love. And I mean, I wouldn't really say it works for me. It's just something that I do that doesn't really give me tendonitis. But honestly, benching 10 sets is unbelievable for my triceps. And I think my arms are getting thicker, or if not thicker, they're just slowly growing with my upper body, and that's really not a problem with me. If I have to put an inch on my arms by getting way bigger, I'll do it, because honestly, the more I do isolation work, and I've been lifting for over 10 years and trained for competitions, so I've done isolation work and I've won competitions. Not saying much, but it is what it is. I've done isolation work, and it doesn't add growth. Just doesn't for me, because I'm already doing so much compound work. Adding isolation work just really doesn't do anything. And so here's a little physique update. Shaved, and I looked pretty lean, probably because I filled out and got a good pump. So there's really not much in between muscle and the skin. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video, and thank you for watching. I appreciate all the comments, all the views. I really have been having fun bringing these videos out, and I feel like I've been definitely putting in a lot of effort because I'm pretty tired from it, but it is what it is. See you guys in the next one. I'm gonna take a nap. Peace. So I figured you guys might want to see this. It's just another meal example. So in the other video I showed you guys a cheat meal, and in this one I'm gonna show you a regular, I guess, bulking meal, or just high protein, sort of high calorie meal, but it's all whole foods, all clean food, very healthy and pretty inexpensive. It's like 6 ounces of chicken cooked, half a cup of green beans and mixed veggies, a cup of rice, 1/3 of a cup of almonds, and some olive oil, just like 1/3 of a tablespoon. So this is, who knows, 600 calories or so, but if you need it to be more, you add almonds, and these are roasted barbecue almonds. And if you need more protein, or if you want it to be more satiating, up the veggies, up the protein. But this is really filling, considering it's a good amount of protein, carbs, and fats. Very satisfying. So typical bulking meal. And if it was more of a cutting meal, I would do less fats and less carbs and more green beans, maybe more chicken too. But that's what we're looking like on a clean meal. Midday recovery mode.